Hello, I'm Adam from 14892 Venom, an FTC team in Georgia out of the Alliance Academy for Innovation. And today we're going to be talking to you all about structural materials on custom design parts. So, three common tools for custom designing are 3D printing, CNC, computer numerical control systems, or laser cutters. You can use a combination of all three or just one for your robot design, depending on what you want your robot to look like for the season. 3D printing is a very common option for teams when they want to custom design something. And 3D printing is the creation of a three-dimensional object from a CAD model, and it can be done in a variety of materials. Some of the most common materials would be PLA, PA, and PC. In PLA, it's made from a plant-based biodegradable plastic, such as polyester, and it's the easiest to print out of and the most popular material that teams will use. It has temperature versatility and minimal warping, so that means if it's hot outside, it's less likely to expand, and if it's cold outside, it won't condense as much. So if you live inside a hot or cold climates, or you're storing a robot inside of one of the extremes, then you'll want to use PLA. PA is made out of nylon, and it's a durable and strong plastic, and it has a strong chemical resistance. It's best for small industrial pieces such as a gear. PC is made from polycarbonate, and it's lightweight but very strong, and it has incredible impact resistance. This means that if this piece is going to be hit by like another robot or something, like a claw, and it's out in front, you might want to make it out of this material PC because it was less likely to break. A CNC is a computer numerical control system, and it cuts out many different materials if a different bit is used. So plywood is going to be the most common machine or material that CNCs will cut out, and it's a strong and great for prototypes. Polycarb is stronger and more transparent than plywood, and it's expensive and great for the final design, but I would not suggest you prototype out of polycarb. Acrylic is easily scratched and is transparent. It's extremely stiff and not heat resistant. Acrylic is good to use in small amounts or on just one mechanism or manipulator. I would not suggest you use acrylic on your overall chassis pieces, though, or drivetrain. Aluminum is a lightweight metal, and it's soft and malleable. It's great for final design on lighter robots. You do not want to end up making your prototype out of aluminum because that would be very expensive, and aluminum is also hard to drill into if you make a mistake. Laser cutting is the last option, and most laser cutters can only cut through thin plywood. It's not common for custom designed robots to be made using laser cutters, but it's not impossible. You want to use a CAD model and G-code to set the course for the laser cutter to cut the material or design that you want. It also costs a lot of money to buy and maintain a laser cutter, so 3D printers or CNC machines may be more the route your team wants to take. You can cut through other plastics as well on laser cutters, but plywood is again going to be the most common. And then if you want to cut through metal, you can cut through really thin metal on a laser cutter, or you can use a water jet machine. And you want to do more research before you do it, but water jets basically are the same as a laser cutter, except they use coolant and are able to cut through metals. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to this and our channel. Our channel has many other beneficial videos that your team can use throughout the season, such as mechanical, programming, CAD, and business. And we hope to be able to set you all up for success and potentially make it to your state and world championship this year. Good luck, y'all.